So, what's going on, YouTubers? Luis here. I hope everybody's doing well. I've been super busy. That's why I really haven't been posting anything on the heavy rebuild. A couple weeks ago I was in Georgia. Last week ago I was at the Baltimore Tow Show. So I've been between working and traveling. I've been busy. I'm exhausted. The Baltimore Tow Show was great, by the way, but it took me about a week to actually recover from it. But it was great meeting all my subscribers that came up to the Bear Motion booth. It's always a pleasure meeting you guys. I get to put a face to the YouTube names and stuff like that. So with that being said, I had done had sprayed some paint on this box yesterday on Thanksgiving, and I had sprayed it on a live. And in case you're wondering why I didn't continue with the video, I only had put one coat. I actually ran into an issue laying down the paint. So I have painted almost all my tow trucks, the 10 or so I've owned over the last 7 years. And usually when I paint something, I always get some kind of like paint contamination. Oil or grease will be on the surface and I'll get fish eyes. So this project was going way too smooth. I didn't get any fish eyes in any piece until I hit this piece here. So yesterday, let me turn my camera around. So yesterday we prepped this thing to paint. We sanded it down, and one of the things that I ran into issues with, all these holes that I had drilled on this box, I ended up using a spray can of primer because I didn't want to mix up some epoxy primer and shoot it into the holes. So I said, you know what, let's use this spray can, and I ended up gambling and ended up biting me in the ass. So as soon as I hit this with color, I started to get some fish eyes, is what they call it. So in other words, there's a contaminant on the surface and the paint will separate from the contaminants. And it was on every hole that I had sprayed on. So what sucks is, when you have screw-ups like that, you pretty much have to let the paint cure. So it set me back a day. Not a big deal, could be worse. So this morning I came in super early. I got in around 6 a.m. and I sanded it down. I wiped it down with the wax and grease remover. And in the next hour or so, I'm hoping to be able to spray it and let this thing sit for the rest of the day. The nice thing about this paint is the cure times are pretty quick. So if I let it sit for about an hour, I could actually handle the box and move it outside. But it takes about a full day to really cure. But I can't really complain. Like I said, it's the rest of the truck has gotten smooth. But where I'm getting at is, prep work is key. Don't mix match different products, and that's what screwed me up. On the driver's side box that's mounted on the truck now, I actually used the epoxy primer I've been using since the beginning. But what I ended up doing was, rather than spraying it in the holes, I literally dabbed it with a little paintbrush in the hole, and that worked out. But like I said, in this one here, I ended up just using a spray can, and it wasn't like a cheap spray can. It was actually, I think it was like $18 for the can itself, but it still didn't react well with my solvent-based paint. But anyways, the rest of this video is going to be me spraying this. I'm hoping, keeping my fingers crossed, that I don't run into any issues laying down paint on this box. And yeah, so my goal here is to get this painted today and probably mount the second box. Now this box is very critical to mount because all my junction boxes for all my wiring are in here. There's 4 of those junction boxes in there, so I'm kind of stuck. I'm at a standstill right now with the truck because I really can't do any of the electrical stuff until I get that mounted. But as far as an ETA to within completion, and this doesn't include painting the boom, but to be able to put this truck into service will probably be next weekend or sooner. So I'm going to tackle the boom little by little, just because it's a little more complex. There's a lot of nooks and crannies and stuff. You got to extend it, lift it to get into these places. So I'm going to take my time with that one. But as far as the truck being put into service, I'm actually hoping by next weekend. So, all right, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Thanks for watching. Alright, so we got our boxes on. Driver's side box I did a few weeks ago before, I think actually the night before I left for the Baltimore Tow Show. And then today I installed the passenger side box. So these boxes are very easy to install. As you can see, I got an eye hook there and one over there, shackle and some rim slings. And these boxes probably weigh 1,000, 1,200 pounds, so the forklift can handle it. This box, I'm not really happy with the way the paint came out, and I think the reason is I sprayed it on too cold of a day. You know, I don't really have any heat here in the shop, but you can kind of see she's very orange peely. So I'm gonna have my work cut out, wet sanding this, and then buffing it. I mean, she's not horrible, but it's just it's a little annoying. Adds another step to the process, you know. So you know, wet sanding this truck to get some of the imperfections out is probably going to take me about a week. So I'll probably start wet sanding this week. You know, give it about a week to harden. But you can see we're making progress. Painted inside there. I was all painted today. So I got a lot done today. I really want to throw this into service, man. The amount of calls I missed last week. Easy stuff. 26-foot box trucks. It's killing me, you know. But alright, sounds good. Until the next one, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.